It is no news that fish are natural prey for turtles. However, the better question is, have you ever gotten a front row seat to a turtle hunting a fish? Well, you don't need to look too far anymore, as in this brief video clip, we can see a turtle chase a fish out of the sea and into the sand. For reasons unknown to us, the fish decides to hide in the sand. It is later revealed that the fish is not the only occupant of that spot, and any time it attempts to rear its head, the turtle snaps in its direction, looking to capture its meal. The turtle tries countless times to catch the fish, and its sheer determination and patience is quite admirable. Unfortunately, all its efforts prove useless, as it eventually realizes that it is not getting its meal anytime soon. The most outstanding thing about this clip is how the fish was able to survive out of the water for that long. I guess the turtle was not the only one that came with sheer determination. Since the dawn of time, animals have always incorporated different means that have helped them adapt to catching prey. The humpback whale is one of such creatures, especially since they have developed a rather unique method to catch fish. As seen in this video, no humpback whale can do it alone, as it requires a great deal of working together. To capture their prey, the whales come together to create a net of bubbles that hold the prey in a barrier that they can't escape. One surprising thing about this species of humpback whale is that they are typical to Southeast Alaska and the only ones that are capable of creating bubble nets cooperatively. No other known humpback whale in other regions can achieve this feat. Now, the video of a June bug missing vital internal organs and still walking took the internet by storm, as everyone tried to weigh in on this conversation. It might come as a surprise, but there are some insects that are capable of living and surviving even after losing some critical parts of their body and vital organs. The June bug is one such insect. However, in most cases they are usually likened to zombie insects, as they can't do a lot but move around aimlessly. However, why does this happen? According to research, some insects are still able to move after losing vital organs due to their decentralized nervous system. In other words, their system is still transmitting information into their lifeless body. However, this is usually for a short period of time until the system completely shuts down or the beetle itself runs out of energy. Some bears are known to use rather unconventional means to catch their prey, but the grizzly in our clip here seemed to take fishing to a whole new level when it attempted to catch a couple of fish from a waterfall using only its mouth. This is a sight that you don't get to see every day, and are we, for one, glad that someone recorded this scene just at the right time. As seen in the clip, the concentration of the bear is quite extraordinary, as it seems to only have its eyes on the prize. After a couple of tries, the bear finally gets a catch when an unsuspecting polyfish leaps just close enough to the bear's mouth. The bear shows just the right amount of bravery, standing at the deep end of the waterfall without being swept away by the current. This is proof that nature can not only be sometimes surprising, but it can be quite innovative as well. Now hold on to your hats to see number 1 on our list. These little animals are the world's greatest architects. Now make sure you share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out. Have you ever been curious about what becomes of the tentacles if it is severed from the rest of the octopus? Well, it might come as a shock, but some animal limbs are very well capable of being on their own, and the octopus's tentacle belongs in such a category. Thanks to the tentacle possessing a local nerve center, they are easily able to process and respond to signals independently. In fact, they can be likened to a mini brain. Countless research and experiments have shown that a severed tentacle can effortlessly snatch up a piece of food in encounters and move it in the direction of where the octopus's mouth is supposed to be. In another experiment, some scientists froze the severed tentacle of an octopus, and after several hours, they were still able to get some reactions out of that frozen limb. Another outstanding and unbelievable thing about nature, as seen on our list, is a hyena that is only able to walk using its front leg, and it is doing it quite perfectly. Most likely this is a result of it losing its mobility and not because it is ill. The hyena, as seen in the video, has learned and adapted to covering long distances using only its front legs easily. The hyena remains one of the most tenacious creatures, irrespective of any injury, and they are known to survive some of the most severe injuries that could be fatal to humans and other animals. Even after suffering from a trachea injury, being hit by a car, or losing a foot, a hyena will still survive and live for even more years. Questions have often been asked of how a lone animal like a fox is able to survive in the wild on its own, especially during winter periods when the prey is scarce. However, if there is one characteristic the fox exhibits, it is the ability to adapt and survive even in the most challenging situations. The fox shown in this video clip buries itself into the snow by diving headfirst. It might seem uncharacteristic at first, but this is quite an intelligent move as its main aim is to hide in the snow to get food. In most cases, the fox has to burrow very deep as it puts all its concentration into identifying something, no matter how uncertain it is. At least 75% of the time, the search for a meal usually ends up in success. Don't move a muscle, we're almost at number 1. So subscribe, share and like this video if you think it's amazing. Now, this next wonder of nature is an animal that survived one of the deadliest injuries ever. Crikey! Back in 2019, a photographer saw an injured bird from quite a distance. It appeared as though there was something stuck in the bird, and on getting close by, he discovered that it was an arrow. The strangest thing though is that irrespective of this very visible wound, the bird was still capable of carrying out its daily tasks, including walking and flying without any difficulty. When some bystanders noticed this, they approached the bird with the aim of helping, but it immediately took off. Another similar case took place back in 2006 when a stork that also had an arrow in it flew to a park in Israel. The staff of the park attempted to catch the bird. However, it resisted as it didn't look like it wanted to be treated or caught. It is currently unknown how long a stork with an arrow through it can survive, but it's remarkable that they can even function normally with that level of injury. Now, the cockroach is no doubt one of the greatest champions of survival, despite the fact they give us the heebie-jeebies. They are usually hard to get rid of, especially when they have infested an apartment. They multiply quickly, and even killing them can be quite tasking, especially as they don't die easily. Unlike humans, a cockroach is capable of surviving decapitation. Yep. Why is this so? Well, cockroaches don't usually have a huge network of blood vessels like humans, so when they are decapitated, it barely costs them any blood. Also, cockroaches are able to breathe through small holes in their body, so without their head, they are still good for a couple of days as they don't need a brain to control breathing. Even the lonely head of a cockroach is still able to survive as they're usually seen waving their antenna, that is, until they run out of energy. Have you ever wondered how beavers are able to build dams? Well, this is mostly thanks to their sheer strength as well as the size of their teeth. Little to no wonder as to why their teeth are always orange in colour. They can conquer almost anything, including trees. A typical beaver will select an ideal angle and nibble away until the tree effortlessly falls. After that, the beaver family comes together to collect the debris and solidify the base. One impressive feature of this dam is that they do an excellent job of filtering water and nourishing the surrounding soil. Go on, smash that like button and subscribe. Cheers for watching and good on you, mate. Now, if you want to be a cool cobber, give this next video a burl.